Hello families, how are you doing today? I will be talking on your salary as a business owner, your salary as a business owner, your salary as a CEO. You know, there is no, if you are running a business, it is very, very important you save. It is very important you give yourself salary. Don't say it is my business. So because it is your business, you just touch your money anyhow. Don't say because you are running a business, you can just remove your torrent anyhow from the business. You can just remove your children's school fees from the children anyhow. You can just remove you can just buy a coke, buy mineral. Instead of you doing this, there are ways by which you do it. That is why I want to talk about your salary as a business owner. And here I've written some things down in which will help you. Even after this video, you can go through them and watch them. Now I listed some things out, which is number 1 is monthly revenue, number 2 is cost of goods, number 3 is gross profit, number 4 is expenses, then 5 is profit. Now we'll be taking them one by one. So what is the monthly revenue? Monthly revenue is the total sales you made in a month. So example is in the month of August, you have a different type of let me use fabrics as an example. You have different type of fabric that you sell in your store. You sell Duchess, you sell executive crepe, you sell Row Vintage, you sell Miss Bay and all that. So in the month of August, all the sales you make in total on Row Vintage, on Miss Bay, on executive crepe, on Duchess is 600,000 naira, in which I've written here. So that is your monthly revenue. That means the total sales you made in a particular month. Now, so let's come down to the cost of goods. You know, on these things now, you have to remove your cost. That means the total amount you bought that goods. The total amount you bought that goods. Okay, maybe Row Vintage. In the month of August, you have 50 yards of Row Vintage, executive crepe, 5 days of executive crepe, 5 days of Miss Bay. So let's say now, let's go to this example I used there. So the cost of goods you have, the cost of goods you bought those things is 300,000. Don't forget I said the total sales you made is 600,000. So that means as you are selling these things, you have to have a record of how you sell. You have to have a good record of how you sell. So that is it for monthly revenue. And then I said cost of goods. So the cost of goods you bought all these things is those things you sell. Their cost of goods is 300,000. So to get your gross profit, which is general profit, gross profit means general profit made on those goods. So for you to get your gross profit, you are going to be subtracting 600,000 naira from 300,000 naira from 600,000 naira, which is going to be giving you 300,000. So that means your gross profit is 300,000 naira. I didn't say your personal profit, I said general profit. Gross profit is 300,000. Now that will lead us or take us to expenses. So in that month of August, after you have written down your revenue, total revenue, you have removed your cost of goods. Don't forget we have expense. That's what I always tell my people. You use data. Don't say my data no, your data is not personal. So far you use it on your business. Like me now, I have my personal phone that I use. I have my personal data that I use. I have my business data. So that is it. That is how it should be for every business owner. So you have to remove your expense on that goods. So let's say on these goods now, your expense is 80,000 naira. The expense you made, or the expense you spent on your business in the month of August is 80,000 naira. So my dear, you are going to be removing the 80,000 naira from 300,000. You will remove that 80,000 naira from your gross profit, which is 300,000, and that will take us to your profits. So when you remove 300,000 naira, when you remove 80,000 naira from your 300,000 naira, which is gross profit, is going to be giving you 220,000 naira. So that is your profit for that month. Don't forget, I just mentioned it, that make sure you remove all your expenses. And my dear, everything I wrote here is just an example. So don't say I want to work on 80,000. No, I'm just citing an example for you. So your fuel, your generator maintenance, your fuel maintenance, your CCTV maintenance, your this maintenance in a month. Make sure your nylon. Don't say nylon is very cheap. No, you have to remove everything from your this thing. So that now leads us to how you can give yourself a salary. That is where we are going to. Now, you know, I said now your profit is 220,000 naira. So don't say because in this month I have made 220,000 naira, let me start spending anyhow. No, you don't have to do that. So this, you will have to, you know, share them, divide them. Now I have it in 3 places here. Your salary, how you can determine your salary. Here I have a 10%, if you can see it very well. 10%, 60%, 30%, which altogether is 100%. So out of that 220,000 naira, let's see how we can spend it together. Now, 10% is your savings. Make sure you save at least 10% of your profit. Don't say because you have earned 220,000 naira, don't just go to the market, spend anyhow. Some people don't even give them profit. They have spent everything. No, it's not really okay. And all these things tells on your business. If not now, you might be making sales every day, but it will definitely tell in the future. Now, I said that 10% is for your savings, which is 22,000. 10% of 220,000 naira is 22,000 naira. Then we come to the 60%. Make sure you always reinvest. Number one, don't invest all your profit. So just because you are running this business now, you don't want to take care of yourself. So everything you make in that month, let me go and buy bam on the goods again, or on your this thing again. No, you have to reinvest 60% of your profit. So that is what you are seeing here. Reinvest 60%. Now, and the 60% by calculation is 132,000. You can watch after this video, then you do the calculation very well. You can even use the example of how you sell that. You do the calculation by yourself. Now, the remaining 30% is your salary. Yes, which is 66,000. So if what you make in a month is 220,000 naira as profit, number one, I've told you that 220,000 naira is not your money. Don't say it's my money, let me go and spend all my profits. My dear, if you spend all your profits, please, what would you use to get another good? And as we all know that Nigeria now, where Nigeria is going to, you don't just have to spend anyhow, because your profit on one particular goods, if you are buying the next one, you have to add. Shall you understand? So I said savings, reinvest, salary. So from your salary, you can do anyhow on your salary. So you know there are some cases whereby I always hear that thing. You have to cut your clothes according to your size. If your salary is 66,000 naira, know how you manage and make sure you spend that 66,000 naira wisely. In a situation whereby your salary is 66,000 naira and your house rent is 1 million, my dear, I pray something will not happen. Or your salary, or your house rent is 500,000 naira in a month. Please, in a year, how do you want to cope? Because we know that in present Nigeria, if you are renting or if you are living in a house that is not yours, if you are renting any apartment, 2 months of your profit should be able to cater for your yearly house rent. If not, you are not doing it right. If 2 months of your house rent, of your 2 months of your profit cannot cater for your house rent, forget about it. Even in business, if 2 months of your income cannot cater for your house rent in that store you are using, my dear, you are getting it wrong. You are getting it wrong. So that is what I said I should share with us this afternoon. Please make sure you watch this video. Drop a like, share and comment so that other people can gain as well. If you have a friend you want them to learn this thing, drop so that they can learn, and even me will be motivated to do more. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.